Cody, if you're all situated, I'll go ahead and get the DS panel locked out.
Yeah, I'll set here if you want to. Go ahead.
Very good.
Won't be able to talk too much because we have a dispatcher on duty. We have to keep things free.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 291.9 track 2.
User joined your channel.
Morning.
Morning, Jason.
Good morning, Jason.
What's up, Jason?
More of the same, Greg. More of the same.
Good morning.
Did you guys know there was a Frosted Flakes Lucky Charms combination?
Whoa.
It's freaking banging, Greg.
Okay, that sounds really good.
I've already had like 4 bowls, Greg. I don't think anybody else is going to get a chance to eat it.
Gonna get high on the sugar. He doesn't need his MJ.
I didn't say today, Tom. But I hear you.
You can buy just the marshmallows from Lucky Charms. That's my wife
Oh
doesn't
my
put it in
gosh.
Cheerios.
We were so broke growing up, we always went for the big non-brand name bags down below. Taste exactly the same. I thought it was interesting how after I tried brand name and I tried those bottom bags, there's no difference. Looks like you got your wish, Cody. I'm gonna go do that.
Roger.
What day of the week is it, Frank? Did you pick one?
Oh, you know, I didn't even look at the sheet yet, so make it whatever you want it to be.
All right.
Double check all your spawn points, Jason. I think I got rid of all of the superliners that were sitting around, but double check.
Roger. I'm not even in yet. I'll figure it out in a minute. Frank, did you see Rapido's making a turbo liner set?
What was that, Chief?
Did you see Rapido's doing an A2 turbo liner set?
Did they not do one in the past?
I don't think Rapido ever did. They did an FL9. I wondered if they were going to continue with the third rail stuff. It's $1,000.
Somebody made a turbo liner set in the past, a long time ago, like maybe back in the 70s or 80s.
I don't know if it was Rapido or not.
What justifies the price? I assume they've got 2 power units.
Maybe one. It depends on how heavy it is. But
CSX
the
equipment
$1,000
defect
goes
detector
towards
milepost
sound, and the fact that it's a 5-car set.
291.9 track 2. No
HO
defects.
unit.
Repeat, no defects. Total
That's
axle
the way it is. Particular
454.
price now, so
End of
an average locomotive is $300 to
transmission.
$400. I could never get back into it.
Not to mention, you put Rapido's name on it, it's going to be a bit more than it would be otherwise because of the detail level they put into it. I mean, I got to give them credit for that. They put, in terms of HO equipment that you can buy that's ready to roll, I don't think anybody's matching them in detail level.
I'd love to buy an FL9 and just put it in a display box.
I ended up biting the bullet and grabbing one of their demonstrator RS-11s. The Nalco guy, I couldn't not pass that up. Had it pre-ordered for a year and a half.
Even if they are MLW.
I have N-gauge stuff. And, when the last piece of power I bought was very, very well made. What I like about them most is you apply power to them, and they slowly accelerate, regardless of how much power you put on them.
Actually, Frank, that's one question I had. This heat exchanger train from the last session is still sitting here. Did you still want that here?
It is? I thought I deleted that. It's over in Finger Lakes Yard?
No, it's sitting in Herkimer.
Oh, I forgot that's where you tied it down. Yeah, no, go ahead, you can delete that. Wait, you know what? Unless you want to keep it there, if somebody wants something interesting, we can continue that to Finger Lakes.
See, if they wanted to give it a... I was going to delete it after the session, but I kind of left it figuring maybe we'd continue it or something somebody wanted to.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, good find over there. Yeah, let me put that on the OC in case somebody wants to take it. I'll lighten up the restriction on it too, so we don't have it creeping along at snail's pace.
Yeah, well, I mean, the 30-mile-an-hour restriction's not that bad. It's when there's a 20-mile section of track they can't pass somebody else on. that's what gets you.
Yeah, and we probably had too much of that. But I was actually thinking of bringing it up to 45. I did a little bit more research, and it sounds like, with few exceptions, like maybe crossovers, stuff like that, 45 would not be an unreasonable speed.
Yeah, well, especially on this line. Fairly straight and level.
Yeah.
We just had a bunch of empties go east a couple days ago for a couple transformers that are going to come out sometime in the next week or two.
Oh, that's neat. Where are they going?
No clue yet. I don't know what's been going on, but suddenly everybody's buying stuff from GE because they're sending high wides all the time now.
Ah.
Did you hear about the very interesting consist that the CSX PSR sent us last week?
No. Fill me in.
It came out of Mass and it came down to Selkirk, Mohawk, Rochester. It was an E618. So number one, it's a coal train ID. We never see coal up here, so that was already interesting to begin with. And the front end of the train was all intermodal, double stack. And then there was a block of mixed freight manifest. And then the entire empty coal train on the back end.
Wow, that is incredible. Do you know where the coal came from? Was Mount Thomas closed down now, right?
I have no clue. Well, it was emptied. I know the coal was going to Pennsylvania. I have no clue where the rest of that train went, though. And the other stupid thing about it is it worked every single yard that it passed, even Utica.
That's messed up. Anything goes now, I guess, huh? There are no rules.
Pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, we've had days that they've combined trains. We had one, there was a bunch of washouts a couple months ago. They had a Q279 that had a K041 right behind it, and they were both held up at one of the washout sites. So they pulled the 041 up and took the fret off of the auto rack and put those two just end to end. And then there was a stacker that came up behind the 41, and they tagged that on the same train behind the 41. It was an 18,000 foot train, and they ran it like that to Buffalo.
Oh
That
my
was
God.
that started out in Fonda.
Equipment defect.
And I missed what you said. There was DPUs in it.
91.92.
The DPUs were the head-end power from the two trains that were behind the first one.
Wow.
They just you didn't spread the power out or anything. You just take the three trains end to end. That had to be absolutely horrible to run for the head-end crew because it's an empty auto rack, empty tanks, and then loaded stackers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that really is amazing. It's amazing they're not having more problems than they are.
That train should not have made it. Well, I mean, last night I was listening to the Rochester area. And there's a radio, actually it's a radio feed Connor run. And they had some train was trying to come into Goodman in Rochester to work, and they ended up stopping him at 3:59 because he only had one engine and he was very underpowered. And they told him otherwise, he'd be pulling up and stopping outside the yard. Well, there's a small grade there. He said that with our current setup, we'd be stalling if we stopped there, so we got to hold out here by Fairport where it's level and we can get going.
Jeez.
Like, seriously, guys. One engine, it was, 7,000-8,000 foot train.
Well, when they do stuff like that, that's a real testament to the road crews because, management can come up with whatever they want. It's the road crews that got to pull it off. So, good on them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, okay, somebody did switch rail X this morning. Oh, it was you, Frank.
Yeah, I saw that when I came in, so maybe we can get that running later.
I was going to say, I was hoping somebody would catch that so we could get the other one in.
Yeah, well, I noticed that you did late last night.
I was hoping to stick around just long enough
Yeah,
to
well,
catch
I noticed
the last 8, but get them processing, but no.
Yeah, that's pushing it.
Yeah. It was about 30 minutes out, and I said, can I wait another 30 minutes? No, I got a dispatch in 7 hours.
User disconnected from your channel.
Well, Sean did finally get on the forums and cleared us to spawn in the other types of reefers it comes with.
Yeah, we had a discussion with that. I think, if I'm not
User
mistaken,
joined your
I think
channel.
We have a dynamic train maker-upper for that in the OC. So every time you go to run that train, if you download it from the OC, it'll create it a little differently. So I'm not sure if he has a straight UP reefer one. He might have, I can't remember, if he has like, you got a random shot of getting a mixed or an all UP.
See, I've always handled that train. Of course, when it's a solid cut, it don't really matter.
Right. Well, I think when you had that forum post, I think Mikey said that the solid UP one comes from a different origin than the one that you were talking about. I believe that's what he said.
There's a couple different sections of that train that start, well, I should say this all past tense because it doesn't exist anymore, but that start out in the western region and then they combine around Chicago. I know there's a section that combines in North Platte, and I think some of it combines in Chicago ultimately before it comes out this way. So there's a couple different sections that come together. I know one section usually has the high cubes, but it's not always a guarantee. and there's definitely enough mix on the other section either way.
And
The other thing that we don't do in the depot, and I probably wouldn't do in the depot just because it'd be a bit annoying for somebody who runs it in, is those boxcars don't come in one block. They're scattered throughout the train, and when they get to Rail X, they have to sort the whole train, and the switcher has to take the boxcars over to their respective track.
yeah. Yeah, Cody, I was just texting somebody else for a second over there. What were you saying about when it gets to Rail X?
Yeah, so I probably wouldn't do this on the depot unless somebody really wanted to do it. I suppose they could. But when the train comes in, the boxcars aren't in their own block like we spawn them in. We spawn them in like that, so when you get there, you can just take them off the end and shove them in the track and be done. When it comes in, they're all scattered throughout the train. It's like you put all your cars in the Constance builder and hit randomize about 20 times. So when they get to Rail X, yeah, when they get to Rail X, the first thing the switcher has to do is actually sort the train out, take all the box cars, and then take those over to their respective tracks as they start servicing the actual reefers.
Yeah, which could be interesting, but I think probably, for our audience, they probably work this way.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a bit fun, but I could see it not being fun real quick.
Well, again, certain people would probably get into a big job like that. Other people would probably not want another.
Yeah. If we got a lot more traffic on this server, then I'd say probably, because then there's more people to go around. Enough people would probably be interested in something like that, or at least something to try it. But, you only have 2 or 3 people who run that train anyway, so if we make it too complicated, then they probably won't run it at all.
Right.
Yeah. If I were gonna get one, Cody, I would get the Conrail one with the yellow nose. That was probably the prettiest FL9 scheme there was.
Conrail with the yellow? I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, they did it. Rapido did a version of it. It was Penn Central, but it said CR on the side patched. Had a yellow nose.
Oh, okay.
That's before they got painted New Haven. Metro North.
Yeah. You know what I want to know is I want to know what kind of track work CSX is doing between Rome and Syracuse, because every single Amtrak that goes through there does 20 miles an hour for a good 15 miles of track and gets delayed by about an hour. And I really want to know what's going on down there, because it's been happening the last couple days.
I think they're surveying that triple track, which is supposed to go to Schenectady. Or it's supposed to go to Syracuse, I mean.
Would they really have to hinder traffic that much to do it?
I don't know what they're doing, but I think that's probably what it's regarding.
So that is still in the talks then?
Yeah, yep. They got funding for it. I was telling Frank the funding got awarded.
Oh.
And they want to add 3 more trains because there's not enough trains to go west and east. You look at the schedule, there's only like 6 that go the whole way through.
Yeah, well, I mean, you want to come this way, you have a couple options, 63, 64, 280, 284, and then 281, 283, that's it. I mean, you can take the Lakeshores, I guess.
Look at every other state capital. Connecticut just got really good commuter service. Frank and I watched it. There was nobody on it, but it was really good commuter service. And that's the state capital. And then this is the state capital, which has, of course, the Amtrak stuff north of Poughkeepsie, and then all the way out to Buffalo. That's all part of this commuter. People trying to get to the capital and get back.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been on 90. It doesn't stop when there's traffic, but there is quite a bit, enough that you'll get stuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, not only that, but you go on the 90 in the wintertime, you're going to be stopped.
Yep. Yeah.
You know what happens to that road when you
Yeah.
get a storm.
Yep. I've been on it.
I mean, out here in the western half of the state, I avoid that road right to the flag just because I don't want to pay the state anymore. I have to. It's a toll. But, I mean, in the winter, you don't even want to touch that road. I don't care if it's good or not.
I would pay the $30 on the turnpike, Cody, if I was leaving the state, because it's the fastest way to go west. And that's what it was. It's $32, and that's just part of what I figured out as far as my expenses.
Yeah, if you're leaving the state, don't come back.
Well, I came back.
See, that's how I am in New York. I say, listen, if you're leaving New York and you're smart, don't come back.
That Upper Peninsula, I'd like to live up there, up towards the Thousand Islands. That's beautiful.
That's where our family's from. Thousand Islands is an amazing place.
Beautiful.
Been to Boat Castle?
I've been to both castles, yes.
Okay, good. They're really nice places.
Yeah, the one was owned by Singer. That's the one that's still pretty intact.
Yeah. Bolt's pretty fun. There's a 2-hour cruise that goes to it. I mean, you can take a shuttle straight to it, but we opted for the long route. And then, of course, you can spend all day on the island.
I don't remember what we did.
We're from Cape Vincent, right up on the
Oh,
lake.
gotcha. Yeah, I understand.
You know, they had a whole hotel that's been there for a good 100 years. It's underwater last year because of the rising lake levels, and it's going to be even worse this year.
Frank and I were talking about the New York Central dude that has the estate up by Bear Mountain. Come on, what's the guy who ran the New York Central's name?
Vanderbilt?
Vanderbilt, thank you. We were talking about Vanderbilt's summer home up by Hudson, and we wondered if there were events there, so I looked it up when we were talking about it. Yeah, they do all kinds of events there.
Oh, yeah?
That place is huge. Every time I've been to Bear Mountain or the station below there, Montauk, it's always involved hikers. Even when it was me, Mikey, and Frank and Greg, it was all about the hikers.
Yeah.
You guys know that's where the Appalachian Trail crosses the Hudson, right? Another reason why they'll never get rid of Bear Mountain Bridge. Did you ever walk across it, Frank?
Bear Mountain Bridge. If I did, it's been a long time.
It's got a very, very nice walkway, and if you're not afraid of heights, it's something to do. I even asked if I could shoot on it, and they said as long as you're careful, and I was, so that was the end of it. Somebody's got a line of P-32s here, and they're all facing the wrong direction. Interesting.
Are those the phase 4s that were all sitting over on that bypass track for the plant?
Yeah, they're 32s.
Yeah, I saw somebody spawn those there.
I can use some of them. The others I'll have to why.
I still got a whole collection of those phase 3
CSX
in the shop.
equipment defect detector milepost 280.0 track 2.
Don't forget to log on, Jason, unless I'm missing it.
Oh, I didn't. I always forget that, Frank.
Working for free today.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
It's alright, you're good for chasing. I'll double your salary for the day. How's that?
Roger that. 2 of nothing equals 0.
I don't think Jason has to worry about hours.
Yeah, I don't have to worry about hours.
Oh, you didn't hear about the prize though it's given out for number 1.
Oh my gosh, here we go. What's the prize?
I'll tell you later.
Roger that.
Sounds like something you can only say at about 2 a.m. when no one's on.
Right.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 280.0 track 2. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 454. End of transmission.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Some point today, he's going through Syracuse right now. I've got the Z012 that's going to be coming for the B&A sub.
All right.
Here to make things a bit interesting, we're going to bring him in at 169 and run him down. It's that NS single stack reroute.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're rerouting over Pan Am, or away from Pan Am.
Yeah.
Right. I think that's going to go across the front, but they're not even close to the finish. The whole hillside collapsed in the tunnels. You guys hear that?
Oh, it got even worse now?
Yeah, you can see it where the cave-in was. There's all kinds of disturbance where the dirt is, so they marked it, and it would have kept from just falling in. The liner's 100 years old.
Yeah. Did you see the Buffalo-Pittsburgh derailment, Jason?
Yeah, I'm going to keep my comments to myself.
Roger.
That and the rail train were both, could have both been avoided.
Yeah.
Put the ballast cars on the head end. I don't follow that stuff anymore, Cody. If I see it on my feed, then I'll look at it. That's about it.
I do for comedic relief.
Back in the day, those reroutes, I told Frank I would have been all over that central Vermont. You're never going to see road power up there again like that. Freaking C40-8s and Pan Am paint scheme on stick rail? Are you nuts? That's some crazy stuff.
Stepping away from that.
Roger.
Might have to look for those marshmallows. Now you got me thinking.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan myself, but my wife sure loves them.
Forget the Cheerios. I just want marshmallows.
Honestly, the fact mentioned, it really does make me think, though. I mean, Lucky Charms would be a bit better if the actual, like, cereal pieces were more like Frosted Flakes. You know, Frosted with something.
Yep.
The marshmallows are fine, but the cereal itself is a little bland.
We have cats, Greg. Is that specifically for COVID-19?
No, we're just getting our fourth.
I can't imagine. I knew that's what you were going to point. You don't need any more.
We lost one in January, so it's gonna be 4
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's alright.
Cody, you can put 284 somewhere between Utica and Amsterdam if you want.
You care how close it is to either one?
No, it was doing Utica at 30, so he's probably about 10 minutes out if he's on time. Doing Amsterdam 11:31, so just somewhere in between.
There is a lakeshore in Syracuse. I'm just waiting to give him the signal at this time. If you want to tag his cars, because I don't have the Boston cars tagged. Yeah, I am giving him the light yet. Giving you a P32 on 284.
All right. That makes my job less
Intrusive.
Well, the Empire always brings their 32 with them anyway.
We change them all just because.
Well, it's more fun that way.
Roger. Wait till you feel what's coming your way, Greg. Makes you not want to go outside. I said, wait till you hear it coming. Wait till you feel what's coming. We're getting it today. It makes you not want to go outside.
Hot?
Oh, humidity from this tropical depression, and the pressure's crazy.
We've got some humidity
Count me
up
out.
here this morning.
Yeah, it's probably the same system, Frank. It came through yesterday. Everything just hurt. I'm like, well, it's this freaking storm.
You're supposed to get rain, but it hasn't come yet.
Quite a bit last night.
User joined your channel.
Morning, Dave.
Morning, guys.
Hello.
Morning.
Jeez, Dave, up before noon again.
Every Saturday.
Good. Gives you purpose, doesn't it?
Yeah.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 262.2 track 2. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 262.2 track 2. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 454. End of transmission. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 262.2 track 1.
Hey, Cody.
defect detector. Milepost 262.2. Track 1. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 500. End of transmission.
User joined your channel.
Morning, Connor.
User joined your channel.
Doing, Kyler? I think I just got static there. There we go.
There we go.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 241.4 track 2. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 241.4 track 2. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 454. End of transmission.
NC dispatcher answering, over.
This is a Q36421 with the NS 1083 here at Johnsville siding, ready to head towards Selkirk.
It's Roger. I've K646 coming through there, and then I've got an E008 coming on 1. He's just coming through CP198 now. As soon as that E train clears up, look for your light. We'll get you going over to Main 2 off the Selkirk. Over.
All right, wait for one in both directions, and then we'll get a light out towards Selkirk. Thank you.
Roger, here we go.
Cody, I wonder how many round trips those guys do from Penn to Hudson, or from Penn to Albany.
You talking a day?
Yeah, in a day.
I would assume probably just one, but if the schedules work out, there's probably a couple crews that do too.
Yeah, one round trip's probably only about 6 hours.
Yeah, but depending on how the schedule works out, though, if they can't get one right away, then they'd be over 12 by the time they make the second round trip.
I hear you. Some of those
Unless
crews,
they make 3 runs.
some of those crews start in Sunnyside too,
Yeah, yeah.
which adds more time to it.
NC dispatcher answering, over.
Y190, look for headroom at Ada Block 1 time, over.
Y190, roger, needing headroom 1 time at Ada Block. Lights coming up for you there, over.
Copy.
And Y190, you do have dispatch authority to make a reverse move in the control point at CP282, over.
Roger, Y190 is make a first move 1 time into interlocking at 83. 82.
Roger, here we go.
.9473 to Mohawk dispatch.
NC dispatcher answering, over.
9473 hit by detector on DeWitt. We'll be stopping in about a half a mile to see what's up.
Okay, that's Roger to K013, hit by the Kirkville detector on main 1 there. Go ahead and bring it up CP283 and let me know once you guys see what you find. Just be advised, there is a hot rail on main 2. Got a Q164 coming past you shortly there, so have the conductor watch out, over.
Roger, hot rail to stop it shortly.
Kyler.
Hey. NS1083, medium clear, Johnsville sighting, CP203, eastbound direction, Q36421.
Do you remember how to read those signals, Kyler?
No. I'm getting to the point where I don't know how to read them. I just know what to do.
Roger.
That's the important part.
That's all I figured too.
As long as you got the important part, it's all you need.
Speed signals are definitely fun.
Better.
Well, apparently so. Most of the East Coast has them. Lots of bulbs to change, Kyler.
5317 NC dispatcher, over.
NC answering, over.
It's a Q62015, lead engine CN 5317. 9,158 feet, 10,209 tons, 1.2 HPT. We're on the Oneida siding. We're ready to pull here, and we have set outs at Utica Yards.
That's Roger Q620. I've got a PO48 coming through 270 now, so keep an eye out for him, and once he clears up, we'll get you a light on towards Utica there.
Okay, waiting for one, and then signal indication. Roger. 317 on.
Here we go, NCO.
K01022 to the Mohawk dispatcher, over.
NC answering, over.
Would you mind putting me into the sighting at Little Falls?
Yeah, it's Roger. Might be waiting on one there at CP218. We'll see if he clears up before you get there. But otherwise, the engineer complied with the signal change at CP218, over.
Okay, prepare for one meet at CP218 and comply with signal changes.
That's a Roger. Signal coming down at CP218, and as soon as that one clears, we'll get you a light into the siding, over.
Roger.
Hey, Hogger, don't forget to crew that. Seriously, 55 for these manifest trains out here in real life?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
There's too many curves.
Well, I'm surprised
actually,
they're doing 55.
I think real life speed is 50, if I'm not mistaken.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, there's too many curves.
What about intermodal?
Same speed.
Okay, so that's the maximum track speed. Oh, I got you.
That's it.
No, intermodal 60, 65.
Excuse me, 60. And Amtrak can do 60 as well.
They can do 79.
Yeah, they go.
With Am-
Oh, so they can do 80. Gotcha. Too many curves, though, Kyler.
No, I was just surprised that they can do 55. Like, where I worked, it's 50 mile an hour for manifest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Well-
good. Somehow they messed that up. It's supposed to be 50 and 60.
Right.
Selkirk Yardmaster to NC Selkirk, over.
NC answering, over.
Are we running everything through the inbound?
We can if you need us to. You guys need to close up the fast freight for some work there?
Yeah, it may just make it easier.
Hey, that's Roger. I don't think you've got anything in there right now, but if you do, it's under your control, taking the signal down at CPFB, and we'll be running everything through the inbound.
Roger, I'll take care of the signals in here.
Roger.
Clear auto go 2 east main 2. NS 1083 with the Q36421.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 220.0 track 2.
Clear CP198 east main 2 NS 1083 Q36421.
Lab calling Hudson.
Hudson.
Yeah, Roger, you see that W07 on your manifest? I got a planned officer's car special there out of Penn. and says he's leaving now, so he should be somewhere this afternoon. W07.
It's Roger. We'll keep an eye out for him. Where's the? Is he just heading into Albany, or is he going further?
He's going all the way to Toronto. Actually, they're doing something.
Okay, that's a Roger. We'll be keeping an eye out for the top 1% there. Over.
Roger that. The brass.
Clear CP 196 East Main 2, U3 6421, NS 1083 up.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 220.0 track 2 no defects repeat no defects total axle 454 end of transmission.
P901 Selkirk.
Selkirk, come to me.
Hey, we're over here in the car shop looking for clearance through yard out towards CPFB. Over.
Okay, stand by.
Standing by.
Southern Comp 2 T90123.
90123.
We're gonna have you make a reverse movement onto the South Runner and take either that or the North Runner out to CPFB.
Roger, reverse into the South Runner and then South North Runner out to CPFB. Copy that. We'll take the South Runner. Over.
South Runner works.
Roger that.
Switch on to the South Runner, should be good. Just check your switches behind you.
Roger that, switch on the South Runner, good. Check on our switch.
CSX equipment defect detector milepost 220.0 track 2. CSX equipment defect detector milepost 220.0 track 1. sector. Milepost 220.0. Track 1. No defects. Repeat, no defects. Total axle 524. End of transmission.
Clear CP188 East Main 2. Q36421, NS 1083 out. Clear Auto 186 East Main 2, Q36421 NS 1083 out.
K01022 to say goodbye and have a good day.
Thanks, Tom. You too.
See ya.
User disconnected from your channel.
clear CP 184 East Main 2, U364 21 NS 1083.
Selkirk Yardmaster, stepping away from it.
Well, that'll be at the end of this live stream. We'll see you guys later. Alright, I'm heading off.
Thanks, Scott. Have a good day.
Have a good one.
See ya.